What a nerve. The cancer, pharmaceutical, consumeristic industry. It is near disgusting. There are so many cures for cancer all around the world that have had 100% success rates. There are ingredients that eat up cancer cells, natural ingredients that eat up cancer cells, and yet they are blocked. They are not broadcast with the consumeristic media who are funded and paid for an agenda, to keep an agenda. It's really a dark days at the moment for people with cancer, and they are still in this day and age going through surgery and chemotherapy, and yet there are cures. There really are. There are people in South America, in Asia, in Africa who have cures, and a high percentage of success. Okay, I mean, the one I read about this morning was sour honey coming from a location in Africa. I mean, the cures are nothing short of miracles. Okay? And it irritates me, it really does, because I even wrote a book about it called Cancer Holocaust, The Road to Self-Healing. Not that I've had cancer, but my parents and uncles all died of cancer. And people are dying of cancer now, and people are getting cancer more and more. And people don't realize that they're taking certain pharmaceutical drugs for another ailment or to hide the symptoms of another ailment, and that promotes cancer. Okay, what a nerve! What a nerve! And you know, one can continue with diabetes, and you know, I remember taking metformin years and years and years, which is a pharmaceutical drug, and I got herpes as a side effect. And there, in the small print, that did say that there could be those side effects. And and yet there are ways of easily managing. It's not about the sugar levels. Metformin, the pharmaceutical drug, the consumeristic pharmaceutical drug, brings your sugar levels to a normal level, okay? But it's done artificially. It's not getting to the cause, which is insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is the cause of diabetes and obesity. But, you know, you're not doing it. So what happens? You are fooling yourself. It's like putting a piece of plaster over your temperature gauge in your car so that you can't see it overheating, okay? And then your car breaks down or blows up, and that's what's going to happen with diabetes if you just hide or mask the blood sugar levels, okay? Because not the blood sugar levels, the insulin resistance. The blood sugars will show normal, okay? But nothing is normal, okay? And you will land up, I mean, the worst of diabetes, you see people having to have their feet amputated and their legs amputated, and then they can't walk, and it's neurodiabetes, neuropathy. It's all brought on by consumeristic drugs where people make money and coin it big time. What a nerve. What a nerve. And, there's all sorts of the nerves. I mean, I know a person recently who fell in their home, an absolutely normal person, taken to hospital, were immediately given drugs, and gave them one of 10 drugs to help a symptom. But those 10 drugs actually bring on Alzheimer's. Now that's disgusting. I mean, and often it's the doctors knowingly know that these drugs have side effects, and these 10 particular drugs are known to bring on Alzheimer's, and we've got a pandemic of Alzheimer's throughout the world, okay? Mostly brought on by these 10 pharmaceutical drugs that are treating symptoms for other issues. And they're just coining it. It's a consumeristic nightmare. And we need to move away. We need to start looking, and we will find. We need to start looking for alternative. And let's just talk about arthritis. Oh my goodness me, is that rife amongst the older population? And it doesn't have to be. I mean, I could hardly walk at one stage. Tried crutches, and eventually, I landed up at my daughter's birthday party in a wheelchair. I mean, that's just not on. I mean, there's no need for it, okay? I solved my issues, and everybody can solve the issues very easily. I've written a lot about it on my website, but there's lots of ingredients around the world. These are not secret ingredients. They are ingredients that people are using in a distributive society, a creative society, that they care about their patients, and they use cures that have been used for 3,000 years to solve arthritis, okay? And even to prevent it. If you know you're getting old, and I did get it. I got it very badly because I wasn't aware at that stage, and you need to become aware. And hopefully these videos will help you become aware that there are cures, so that you can start moving and searching for the cures. You can get rid of your arthritis totally, and you can prevent it by just adding certain things to your lifestyle. And they're not freely available when you Google them, because the algorithm in Google always brings you back to the FDA pharmaceutical type websites that will tell you what they want you to know, and you believe it. And I believed it for years, okay? But we need to dig much deeper into possibly the 10th or 20th page in the Google search. And then you're still not guaranteed to find what you're looking for. But find people that you trust, that have done that research, and they have websites. And in time to come, I will share a whole lot of them with you. But Dr. McCullough has been doing it for 40 years. But he has a certain, Dr. Gundry has a certain angle as well. And Dr. Axe also has a sort of a general approach. Those are, but there are other that I've never heard of, because YouTube doesn't allow them to be found, Google doesn't allow them to be found, and we're in a situation where people are only in it for the money. So I suggest that you do some searching, and let's see, maybe together we can do something. But share a cup of coffee with me while listening to this and listening to the next one.